So I was going through the website realtruck.com looking at possible mods for my truck, and I happened to stumble into the off-road lighting section. I then saw these cube lights that can be mounted on the bumper, and there are a whole section of those, and I thought to myself, maybe it's time to start doing more mods to my truck. I've owned my truck for about 9 months now, and I haven't really gotten started on doing anything to it. So I thought, why not get some off-road lights to help me light up the trails or the road? So I keep browsing, right, and I see these cube lights from HiLiTES, and they're really budget friendly since I'm basically a broke college student, and it was also from a product from a reputable manufacturer. So I went ahead and purchased these C-series cube lights, and they put out 1080 lumens per light and have a beam distance about 395 meters per light. But more importantly, they only cost $150. When the package arrived, I was glad to see that it came with instructions and a wiring diagram, along with zip ties to keep the wires out of sight after the install. The instructions were pretty detailed and the diagram was easy to understand, probably the clearest description on how to install it compared to other aftermarket products. Granted, it is a relatively simple install. Along with that came the wire harness, which was great to see since I didn't really want to do any sort of custom wiring, and then the cube lights themselves, which were surprisingly heavy and seemed to be really durable. So, like I said, I think I'm going to mount these about an inch away from this part of the bumper. They'll go right around the center point. Will go on the right on the line that I've made here, and like that. So I'm going to get on that. The next step will be to drill a hole that'll go through the bumper right here. And yeah. Usually I'd be nervous about drilling into a car, but in this case it was all okay. I did mess up which size drill to use because I used one that was too small for the bolt, but in the end it didn't really matter. I just sized up on the drill, managed to get the bolt through. The kit includes hardware, and there's nothing to getting the light attached securely to the bottom of the bumper. I didn't tighten down the screw that controls how the light is tilted. I did that after the second one was installed so that they were both pointed in the same direction. After mounting both lights, it was time to take the harness and attach everything together. The two lights had special connectors that clearly were meant to go together, and then there was a yellow wire with a resistor that goes to the positive side of the battery, and then a black wire that goes to the negative terminal. Then there were a group of 3 wires in a small bundle that are meant for the switch that will go through the firewall into the cabin where it will get mounted on the dash somewhere. So I just fed the first part of the wire, the button, through the firewall, so now I just have to pull the rest of it through down there. Oh, I see it. And this should lead over and go into this panel right here. Because there's nothing on that panel for now. So it's going to look like this. It's not going to be a permanent solution, obviously. As I get more lights and other things that might need buttons, I might have an actual customized button board type thing going on, but for now this will do. I think it turned out pretty well. It's a 3/4 inch drill that you just push it through, and then it they have these like wings on here that like make it so that it tightens as you push it in, so it's not gonna rattle on you or anything. This is the look of the dash as we finish up, start cleaning up. I mean, it looks kind of strange, just a random button right here, but soon it won't have that, because I want to do a custom like a different kind of type of board here, you know. Maybe get the lariat dash so that it has more of the, you know, the aux switches where I can route this to the aux switches, but for now it looks pretty good. So this is the finished product. It was a really quick and painless install, and I'm very happy on how it turned out. The cube lights are really bright and put out a lot of light, but right now I have them aiming at the ground, but if you angle them up, you could see that the lights go out pretty far. These cube lights are definitely a great option, as they're not really that expensive and they're pretty good quality. I will do a full review video where I go wheeling at night and try to show the true capability of the lights themselves. But thank you for sticking around to watch the video. If you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe, and I'll see everyone in the next video.